anyhow, how do you feel, big brother? How do you feel about a lot of these women, these modern day women, are now being or pushing that narrative of being an alpha woman? How do you feel about that? What's your take on the whole
Well,
get up?
well, to be honest, well, a person who studied the brain just a little bit, can you hear me?
Yep.
For the person who studied the brain slightly, a
Hmm.
little, realized something about the term alpha. Alpha, in my opinion, now when you're dealing with the brain, is not necessarily gender specific. It's more so when you're focusing on the bigger picture opposed to like smaller problems.
Hmm.
So in relationships, the man is supposed to focus on the bigger picture, and the woman is supposed to deal with the small details. And then when it gets to a bigger problem, then he's supposed to take over. So in a relationship, a man is supposed to be alpha by default. You know, this is how we're supposed to deal with the situation. So that's in a relationship. A woman says she's an alpha woman, and you're an alpha man. It makes no sense in a relationship because somebody has to take the lead. Now, if you want to have an equal partner in a relationship, that's fine. Just make sure you have to discuss those things with your partner, because that means you should keep if everything's going to be equal, then it has to work for what you're trying to do. I believe in a mission statement, and I believe in the mission taking the lead and focusing on building and um, letting the relationship flourish that way.
Cultivating the relationship. Yes, sir.
I'm going to I most likely leader in the relationship
Hmm.
because of the way. Now, especially if a woman tries to dominate over me, because I've had that happen in probably just about every relationship I've been in. A woman, I let her do, you know what I'm saying? If she tries to dominate over me, that's when I start dominating, and I dominate 100 times harder, and then it kind of pushes them away, because, I'm not going to let nobody dominate over me. It ain't going to happen. If I'm not trying to dominate over you, don't try to dominate over me. But once
But
they see that,
we do need structure, though. Relationship do need structure.
once they see that I'm a tad bit a pacifist in the beginning of a
Hmm.
relationship, and you know, and then they start acting a little bit more controlling, or they try to take ownership of the relationship.
Hmm.
Then I kind of like start swinging emotionally.
Okay.
Not
Okay. Gotcha.
we not saying I ain't teach you how to throw the jab yet.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So for sure.
Because I want to dive down also to what I was saying in terms of alpha, because I feel like a lot of these modern day women, they have that mentality of being pushing independence,
Right.
and I understand it in terms of where a woman came from, like from back in the days when a woman did not no rights, had no say, but it still was gender roles and all this other stuff. Because I do feel like if there isn't no structure, there's going to be conflict. I want to put that out there first and foremost. If there's no structure, no form of structure, there's going to be conflict. I want to start with that.
That's
But going back to what I was saying in terms of relationship, I'm in a relationship. This independence. I understand the dialogue where a woman came from uh, it was a journey. It was a journey. It was a process to get where they are right now. Because you got a woman nowadays, right now, 2025, you got a woman, more females are going to colleges and graduating, earning more money, making more than some men, um, being more, uh, was it not codependent, being more quote unquote independent, doing for themselves, or being an adult. You got a lot of women taking the whole load of taking care of themselves and so forth. But I want to sit here, I want to put this in regards to like a relationship. I understand you having this mindset and this mentality of being single, but I feel like it's an issue when you bring that to a relationship, And I know a woman like, why is it a problem being, because men, we're not out here screaming dependence or screaming independence. Like we're trying to coexist with our woman, with our spouse, with our significant other, our better half. And I feel like with a woman, it kind of like you kind of drop a sour grape or a sour apple taste in my mouth
right.
when I hear this rhetoric. I hear you talking about this independence notion, which I feel like don't make a lot of sense. Because it's like, like this. Let's wait a minute. Just hold 1 second and head this out, all right? Because with a man, we understand the general gender roles in relationship. What
Right.
is gender roles in relationship? Your significant other, she don't want to go there. She don't want to take out the trash, right?
I'm listening.
She don't
Yep.
want to go there, and she don't want to work on the car, be a mechanic or what's not. It's a role where she wants her man or her other half to go ahead and do that. She don't want to something broke in the house. She don't want to go into the kitchen to fix no sink. She don't want to do this and do that. So let's just call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? It's gender roles. Whether we choose to acknowledge it or ignore it, it's gender roles. Clear as day. You know? So I feel like it put a little sour taste in my mouth that I don't know. I just feel like it's just like